Hi everybody, welcome to OCD Illustrated. My name is Katie and you are watching my channel where I talk about obsessive compulsive disorder and use lots of visuals to make it easier to understand. A mottos and sayings video for you today, which means I'm going to be talking about a phrase that is helpful in understanding and fighting obsessive compulsive disorder. And that phrase is, don't believe everything you think. Now, this phrase is, I think, something that everybody should realize because nobody on earth has thoughts that are 100% accurate, but it's especially important to remember when you have an anxiety disorder, when you have depression, any other mental illness, and OCD, because OCD gives people illogical, unreasonable thoughts. And after somebody has those unreasonable thoughts, they then try to assuage the discomfort with unreasonable, repetitive actions, and that's where it really becomes a disorder. Okay, so here's Bob. He has OCD. Oh, and a thought just popped into his head. He just thought, maybe I ran someone over with my car. If he believes everything he thinks, he is going to think this thought is high priority. And the next thought he's probably going to have is going to look something like, I'd better go check the front of my car for blood to see if, I ran into somebody and there's their scalp stuck there. And that going out to check the car to see if there's blood on the, license plate or whatever. That would be the compulsion. So what happens if he doesn't believe everything he thinks? He still has the thought, maybe I ran someone over with my car, but he's not going to think that I'd better check my car for blood. Instead, he might think, I guess it's possible, but it seems pretty unlikely. It's probably just my OCD. And because he's having that thought, he's going to feel a lot less pressure to go check his car, and is going to be more motivated to resist the compulsions and resist his obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay, next person. This is Sheila, and she has OCD. And she just thought, maybe I left the stove on. If she believes everything she thinks, her next thought is going to look something like, I'd better go check again. And she would run off to do some compulsions. However, if she doesn't believe everything she thinks and is a little bit skeptical, she can replace that I'd better go check again thought with something closer to, I've never left it on before, I probably didn't today. And she's more likely to move on with her day. So she's still going to experience the wanting to do a compulsion, but she's going to be more motivated to label it as OCD and to not engage in the compulsion. All right, I've got one more example for you. This is Noah, and Noah has OCD. An intrusive thought just popped into his head. He just thought, oh my God, maybe my mom got killed by a falling piano. If he accepts this thought as true without double checking it, his next thought is, I need to get out my phone and call her right now just in case. If he takes a second to slow down and think, does this thought make sense? He's more likely to replace that second thought with something like, if she happens to get hurt, someone will let me know. And while he still will feel the urge to call his mom to check, he's more likely to resist that and to move on with his day, thus doing the ritual prevention part of exposure and response prevention. So to recap, I have just explained the phrase, don't believe everything you think. This phrase, in other words, means that thinking something doesn't mean that it is true. For people with OCD, this is important because when they can realize that thinking something doesn't mean it's true, healthy skepticism is going to help someone refrain from doing compulsions. Really appreciate you watching this video. If you found it helpful or informative, please do subscribe to my channel because I post videos about once or twice a week with other just useful information about OCD and sort of musings that go on in my head about OCD. So, thank you. Bye.